GTA 6 is going to be the biggest disappointment in gaming history. And before you click off, I'm not talking about bugs or delays. I'm talking about the game itself being. Stay with me. Look, I get it. GTA 6 has been in development for over a decade. We've been surviving on GTA 5 and GTA Online since 2013. That's longer than some relationships, longer than most phones last. Hell, people who were in middle school when GTA 5 dropped are now paying taxes. The hype is insane. We're talking about potentially the most expensive game ever made. Rockstar has had 12 years to cook. The budget is rumored to be over $2 billion. The leaks showed us Vice City looking gorgeous. Everyone's expecting the second coming of gaming Jesus, and that's exactly the problem. Here's what nobody wants to admit. GTA's core gameplay loop is outdated. Think about it. What do you actually do in GTA? Drive from point A to point B, shoot some people, maybe fly a helicopter, run from cops, repeat. Now, that was revolutionary in 2001. It was still fresh in 2013. But in 2026, we've played this formula to death. Red Dead Redemption 2 proved something terrifying. Rockstar is more obsessed with realism than fun. Remember having to manually skin every single animal? Having to eat food? Your horse's balls shrinking in cold weather? Incredible attention to detail, sure, but did it make the game more fun? GTA 6 is going to double down on this. We're going to have realistic car damage that makes vehicles undrivable, weapon maintenance, probably hunger and stamina bars, NPCs with daily routines that you'll notice once and never care about again. You know what that means. More tedium disguised as immersion. The shooting mechanics, they'll probably still feel like you're aiming with a brick. The driving, probably still that weird floaty Rockstar physics. The mission design, I'm willing to bet real money we're still going to have. Drive here, shoot these guys, escape the cops, mission passed. It's going to have the most detailed open world ever created. Cool, and you'll explore it for 10 hours, then fast travel everywhere like every other open world game. Here's the harsh reality. Big doesn't mean good anymore. We've been conditioned by Elden Ring, Breath of the Wild, Baldur's Gate 3, games where the world feels alive, where exploration is rewarding, where systems interact in meaningful ways. GTA's open world formula is basically copy-paste activities scattered around the map, collectibles nobody cares about, random encounters that get repetitive after the third time, a bunch of interiors you'll visit once for a mission and never again. Vice City will look pretty. The beaches will have incredible lighting. NPCs will have thousands of voice lines. But after 20 hours, you'll realize you're just doing the same 5 activities in different locations with a different coat of paint. And let's be real, the story missions are going to be linear corridors with pretty graphics. You won't have real choice. You won't affect the world. You'll just follow the yellow waypoint and watch cutscenes. That worked in 2013. In 2026, after Cyberpunk's redemption arc, after Starfield's disappointment taught us that big isn't enough, after BG3 showed us what player choice actually looks like, GTA SIX's formula is going to feel dated. Here's the killer. Rockstar has created an impossible situation for themselves. The hype is so massive that even if GTA 6 is a solid 8 out of 10 game, it'll feel like a failure. People are expecting revolutionary AI, a living, breathing world, infinite replay value, the best story ever told in gaming, perfect gameplay mechanics, 0 bugs at launch, LOL. But here's what we're actually going to get. A very expensive, very polished version of the same GTA formula we've been playing for 25 years. Think about it. When was the last time a game with this much hype actually delivered? Cyberpunk, disaster at launch. No Man's Sky, took years to fix. Duke Nukem Forever? We don't talk about that. Even Tears of the Kingdom, which was incredible, had people complaining it was just more Breath of the Wild. The pattern is clear. The more hype, the bigger the disappointment. And GTA 6 has more hype than any game in history. There's literally no way Rockstar can win. If they innovate too much, fans will say, this doesn't feel like GTA. If they play it safe, everyone will say, we waited 12 years for this. Here's the thing that's going to hurt the most. Gaming has evolved since 2013. Players now expect meaningful choices, Baldur's Gate 3, actual consequences, Elden Ring, emergent gameplay, Zelda TOTK, respect for their time, indie games crushing it. Meanwhile, GTA 6 is going to give us a linear story where your choices don't matter, missions that fail if you deviate from the script, 40 hours of filler content, probably another online mode, designed to sell shark cards. The single player will be a 60-hour tutorial for GTA Online 2.0. Mark my words, Rockstar is building a 2013 game with 2026 graphics. And when people realize that the gameplay loop is the same as it's always been, just prettier and slower, the backlash is going to be nuclear. Look, I'm not saying GTA 6 will be a bad game. It'll probably be technically impressive. The world will be stunning. The story will be well written. But good isn't enough. Not after 12 years. Not after $2 billion. Not with these expectations. When GTA 6 drops, and people realize it's just another GTA game. When they realize the revolutionary AI is just better pathfinding. When they realize the living world means NPCs have slightly better daily routines. When the gameplay still feels like you're playing a PS3 game with RTX on, the meltdown is going to be legendary. I'm calling it now. GTA 6 will review well, sell millions, and within 3 months, the general consensus will be it's fine, but not worth the wait. But hey, prove me wrong, Rockstar. I'd love to be wrong. Drop a comment if you think I'm completely off base, or if you're secretly worried I'm right, and smash that subscribe button because when this happens, I'm making the I told you so video.